Alright, so we're ready for the going up to the 4 on the Hoochie Coochie Man. Alright, so I showed you the G part. That's the root, the 1. That's the first verse. Gypsy woman told her mother, before I was born, got a boy child coming, gonna be a son of a gun, etc. Alright, and then we gotta go up to the B. But there is a lead in before you get up there. Alright? And the world's gonna know Hoochie Coochie Man. So he cuts off that bass riff, the minor bass riff, he cuts it in half, and instead of going, he goes, and the world's gonna know Hoochie Coochie Man. So that is A, C, D, and then he just kind of stops there. You could whack the whole string set. And then go up to your Robert Johnson riff, which is alright, so that's the 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret on the G string. Same shape, you just walk it back half a step. Learn that one, because that's going to come in handy if you're figuring out the blues. And then from there, from that riff, you go up to the walking bass line on the 4, starting on the C in the key of G. So G is the 1, C is the 4. And the walking bass line in C is back to the G, another back to the A, back to the G, back to the E, and then on the C. And that's the walking bass line. So you can play that one over and over again until you get it. And that you can move that little bass line around. That's it on the 4. And you can also, obviously, you can move it from the 4, which is a C in the key of G, and then that's the root, the C. Then you move that root into whatever key you're in, and that's the G. So you can do the exact same finger pattern. Major scale bass pattern. Alright, so that's what the genius of Muddy is. So he went from a minor primitive blues riff and then from there he went to a Robert Johnson riff, which is slightly more sophisticated Delta blues. And then from there he went to a shuffle, or a what did you call that? Urban blues, walking bass line, like T-Bone Walker or something. And he put it all together into one song. So he's got the minor primitive blues, and then he's got a little bit of sophisticated Delta blues, and then he's got, you know, like jazzy walking blues bass line. You put it all together in one song. This was in like 1950. And nobody was doing this. Nobody had ever thought of this, especially with a band. Okay, so you got the band to do it, so you can do it. All right, so you got that's it. That's it. That's the lead in from the one. And the world's gonna know what it's all about. 'Cause I'm him. Everybody knows I'm him. Alright, so what I did there was I cut the walking bass line on the 4 in half by doing the everybody knows I'm here. Throw in a little jazzy chord there, a little 9th chord, C9. Root is there on your C. There's your E from that bass riff. And I don't know where that one's coming from, but that's a A sharp, B flat. Then you throw in your pinky on the high E string. That's your jazzy 9th chord. You can put in there halfway through the I'm him. Everybody knows I'm him. The Coochie man. Everybody knows I'm him. And that's pretty much it. I'll show you the 5 next time. I'm going up to the 5.